What's up everybody? My name is Chris Lyons, aka the Casual Flipper, and in today's video I'm going to show you my book scan and setup. This is retail arbitrage on Amazon FBA Canada. I'm going to show you the tools, I'm going to walk you through my process, and hopefully you can learn something today. So I'm here in my garage. I moved to this location about 2 years ago, primarily for this garage because it is a place I could run the business out of. I started by simply going into stores, Walmart, Canadian Tire, thrift stores, things of that nature, looking for things to sell on eBay and Amazon. And through that process I discovered book selling, which a lot of people view as an entry-level thing, but I've taken that model and really scaled it up. And the tools that I use are Bluetooth scanner, which you can see here. It's probably blurry, that's fine. And yeah, the phone. So this is a separate device that I use. It's only for Amazon selling. It's where I scan. It's just a cheap mobile device that I have Scoutly on. We'll see if I can show it here. So that's the app. It's Scoutly. This is the Bluetooth scanner. I'm often asked, what scanner should I buy? It doesn't matter, honestly. It really doesn't. Like when it comes down to it, just get started. If you see one that's 40 bucks, you think will do the trick, just buy it. You don't gotta go spend hundreds of dollars. You don't gotta like just take all that stuff out of the equation. Just get started. That's the number one thing. If spending 40, 50 bucks on a scanner is what it takes, just do it. I mean, this one I think was 50 or 60. Just go to Amazon, type in Bluetooth scanner, find one of these handheld ones. You can pair it to your own device. You don't need a separate one. I've just decided to go that way. And set up Scoutly, get Scoutly, the book scanning app. I mean, there's other ones you can use. You don't need to use Scoutly. That's just what I use. But I will say the triggers that I set up and things like that I teach about, it is on Scoutly. So it might be helpful to have that to kind of go back on. And if it is kind of loud in here, I got the heat pump going. It's cold. As you know, I'm Canadian, so apologize for that. But I guess I'll show you here my setup, how I've got this going, and how you can take some of this knowledge and apply it to yourself, because everything that I do here I also do in stores on location, and I'll make a separate video showing my process in stores as well. So as you can see here, I got 2 pallets of books. I got these for free. What you can actually do is go to different thrift store locations, meet the manager, and just simply ask them what they do with their overflow books. And if they don't have a good solution, maybe you can be that solution. If you can have a way that you can quickly and responsibly get rid of duds or books you can't scan, you can do this in a very quick kind of way, you could offer to just take them off their hands for free, or potentially even pay a low price for them. Per pallet I normally pay about $20 is what my price is. Now this market is not competitive in this area, so I'm either getting them for free or for about $20. If you're in an area where there's a lot of booksellers and it's a competitive market, your price per pallet would probably be quite a bit higher. I've been pretty fortunate in that sense. And again, I started out simply just by going to the stores, scanning, and just building up a network over time, trying to think outside the box and scale the business. But still, how I scan is something that you can apply in store as well. The difference being is the triggers I have set up, given that this inventory is all free, are going to be different than if you're actually putting money on the line, taking a little bit of risk on. Triggers will be different in that sense. So I'm going to move these pallets, or at least one of them, over to my scanning location. Alright, so I got my pallet here. That's all good, and I know it's crazy messy in here. Many things organized is not one of them. But what I do with these, so there's 2 options. So I have a relationship with our local recycling depot who's providing me with these large cages, and in those large cages I can just throw books and they can pick them up. I don't have that option right now, so I'm going to have to actually separate the good and bad. And the good ones I'll put aside, no problem at all. Then the bad ones, I'm going to put them into boxes, and then those boxes I'll then donate or list them on Facebook Marketplace for someone to come pick them up for free, or maybe even put a small fee with it, 20 bucks. but there'll be a lot of them, so I can see some potential for someone actually wanting to buy those. So those are going to be the two things I'm going to do here: separate the good from bad, make up a separate pallet that I'll then list on Marketplace as the option I'll go with, I think. And if they don't move within a few days, I'll just bring them down to another donation. So what you're looking at here is these are the books that I'm going to send into Amazon. These are great books, no labels on them, good condition, profitable. These books are books that I go to the market with. So there's a local market that you can go. It's like 50 bucks for a table, and I'll go there and I'll sell books, and I also produce stickers, so I'll sell books and stickers. So these go to market, these go to Amazon, and then I'll be creating another section over here which will be going to the Facebook Marketplace. If you're wondering, this is a coffee roaster. I like to roast my own beans. Separate thing, but that's what that guy is. We got Ethiopian coffee and Guatemalan coffee over there as well. But anyway, back to the books. So anyway, I've got my books here. I've got Skelly opened on the app here. You'd love to see that. And grabbing the boxes from that pallet. I mean, books like this, I don't even bother scanning, right? You can get pretty good at identifying what to even look at. Puppetry of the penis. Well, that's interesting. Like these, I don't, you get pretty, so I'm saying no to this because kids book, I mean, I'll scan it just to confirm. Some kids books are fine. Most of them are not. Like ones that are like, they maybe a little bit thicker, and you can tell that this wouldn't have a very high cost, right? A book like this looks interesting, right? I'll scan this. So that's a keep, right? Just from doing this for so long, you start to develop an eye for what's profitable, what's not. Honestly, just by judging a book by its cover. So you can kind of develop that eye. You'll miss things, you'll make mistakes, but sometimes it's just about speed. So these books, this I'm not sure about, so I'll scan this. So red means no, green means yes. Very straightforward. With these books, you know, I'll accept a $3 profit if it's high selling. With inventory restrictions, you got to be a little more careful with what you send in. So just going through this box, scanning them one by one, and that's it. So this box, nothing else in there I'd want. So put these back, and then I'll grab another box, and it's rinse and repeat. So now I'll have to put this on another pallet, and that will be for Facebook Marketplace. So I'm going to go ahead, scan this pallet, move them onto the Facebook thing, and then from there we'll go over listing and shipping. But I don't see any real value in showing you me scanning each and every box, because it's really rinse and repeat of what I just did. Alright, so I got that pallet scanned and got a few of these milk crates filled, right? Full of those Amazon books. Here, if you're in Canada, U-Haul boxes at least seem to be the best price. Buy them in bulk so you have a lot of them. Smart move there. And I've got my computer set up here. If you do get Scoutly, the app that I use, they do also have Turbolister with it as well. So it's 2 for 1. And with Turbolister, you can quickly list on Amazon, because listing these books would take forever if you're using the app. So I have Turbolister on my work laptop. I've got another Bluetooth scanner that I've connected with USB to my laptop, and within Turbolister you'll have to learn, like, that's a whole other topic, but it's just a matter of scanning the book, setting the price, putting the label on it, putting it in the box, right? That's it, and follow the steps on there. I've got this Dymo printer. You can barely see it, but anyway, Dymo, it's a label maker that I use, the printer. I I like it. It's been good so far. I'm gonna turn this light down a little bit here. But anyway, so that's the process really. So scan your books, get the ones you're gonna send in right here. Get a milk crate or something to put them in. Pick up some U-Haul boxes, list them, and ship them in. Right. So after that, there's different ways to actually get them to the Amazon warehouse. One method is you can use the Amazon fulfillment. So when you're sending to Amazon, I recommend using Amazon's partnerships. They partnered with UPS, and in that you can use Amazon carrier purchasing for shipments. I don't know exactly how they word it, but basically you put in the size, the weight of your boxes, you click calculate shipment, and it'll give you a price, and that price Amazon gives you will be much cheaper than shipping it yourself. So I definitely recommend that. You know, a box full of books in Canada, it cost me maybe $30 roughly to ship it. Otherwise you'd be looking at probably over $100 per box, which would just completely destroy the business model. So definitely recommend using preferred carrier shipping option for that. But anyway, that's really it. So hopefully this video kind of gives you a better understanding about my process here, the methodology around scanning books, sending them to Amazon, and as we continue on this journey of reamping my business back up, scaling it back up, I'll continue to make videos to help you along the way. So, you know, definitely a video on how to use Turbolister. I'm going to dive back into another video on triggers. It's been a few years since I made a lot of this content, so it's time to get a revamp on some of it. So anyway, I appreciate you. Be well and keep crushing it.